Coming at you live from a shady Manhattan studio, it's Disgraceful, featuring your gracious ginger host.
Hey, watch yourself. Only I can say that.
Okay, boss, whatever you say. You pay my bills. Give it up for Grace O'Malley.
Sometimes I stay up at night because I hate to say this, I'm not 30, but I'm close. Sometimes I stay up at night and I'm like, damn, it's so hard. Tate McRae, pop star at 19. Olivia Rodrigo, pop star at 19. All these Grammys. Amanda Knox, already accused of killing people and super famous at 19. Like, it's like I'm so far behind.
She was 19?
She was like in college.
I was gonna say comparison is the thief of joy, but damn.
Like, I mean, Amanda Knox was so famous by 21, and it's like, damn, like, she's so far ahead of me. She has a TV show.
Yeah, I don't know how you compete with murder.
Like, Casey Anthony was worldwide famous, and here I am in my late 20s doing nothing.
You could have a kid.
And then murder.
Not murder it, just hide it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Balloon Boy.
Balloon Boy was good, and also he was so famous so young.
Yeah, and he was like literally fucking it up for his dad.
Also,
did you watch the documentary?
Chops? Yeah, acting chops not there.
Oh my God. He was literally like, because you guys told me to hide in the attic.
I'd be like, bitch, it's yes and.
That kid, that little balloon boy, he is no improvnist.
He was not meant for show business.
That kid lives in a goddamn bubble.
Okay, that bit's better than my bit. That was good, Grace. That was really good.
Well, I'm like really in on Balloon Boy. I don't know why.
I watched the documentary too. I did text steering it, so there might be some missing spots. But the UFO part, like I feel like if he was in there, the weight would have fallen.
Exactly. And I have a couple favorite parts. They were described as inventors. Have you ever met anyone?
I like the way you hit that T.
Inventors. Well, we were talking about Broadway.
Yeah, we were.
Wait, no. Imagine meeting someone and being like, "Oh yeah, my neighbor, he's an inventor." Who is an inventor? You don't meet inventors. You
only
meet
children in like TV and like cartoons are inventors.
Yeah, like Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, or like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, like you know.
I think he was I think he was a chemist.
Oh well. That's basically just someone who makes meth in my eyes.
Yeah,
so.
Literally. Workplace comedies, Breaking Bad.
Exactly.
We're talking about workplace comedies. Everything's a workplace comedy.
Everything's a workplace
comedy.
comedy.
No, I think it makes sense. There's no such thing as inventors. I don't think they're real.
I think people would describe themselves as entrepreneurs instead of inventors, which
it's sexier.
I have a thing about saying you're an entrepreneur. It's very broad. I brought this up. I went out after I had a show with Whitney one time, and she was like, "What'd you do last night?" I was like, "I don't know. I was talking to this kid. He described himself as a entrepreneur." And she was like, "What's wrong with that? He wants to be wealthy and successful."
I hear you. Whitney is like part of a generation that is more into entrepreneurism. Yeah. Like that is like their generation. They're like, break the cycle. And I love that they did that because they walked so that we could podcast.
Yes,
and
of course.
I really appreciate that for them. But I will like every single person in their high school, and tell me if you have one. And even I have one, and I was homeschooled. I don't watch this if you're them.
We'll get into that.
No, don't watch this if you're that person. I'm just thinking like the pool was really small of people I knew. But there's always one person from your high school who's an entrepreneur, and girl, what do you do? Like they always like start some kind of like club that people, and they're doing like parties coast to coast, but like what is it?
I would prefer you just say I do this, that, and this. Not I do so much. I just have to generalize it by saying I'm an entrepreneur.
It's not a job.
That's not a job. It's just like a state of being.
No,
it's
I
like
need
your
to know
mindset.
what your company does. Like it's like, okay, Theranos, I actually understand that it was doing something. And also I always get Theranos confused with Thanos, who is which one's which? That. Thanos is, which one is?
Thanos is I am inevitable, which is kind of like an entrepreneur.
That's absolutely something they would put in their bio. I am inevitable.
I am inevitable.
But no, literally, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I can't understand what you do, I don't think you do. And also part of me is like, sometimes people are like, what do you do? And like content creators, like, I'm a content creator. And I also do stand-up. Like,
I'm sorry. Hi guys, today we're here with my good best friend Caroline Baniewicz, everybody. Not only is she a singer, songwriter, comedian, actress, artiste, stylist, a jack of all trades and the most talented woman I know, Caroline, everybody.
Stop it! I kind of like get chills when someone says that I'm their best friend.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? And I think it's like kind of trauma from being a child, because you know when you're a child and your best friend calls someone else a best friend, and it like, so like when someone calls it, like it's like, oh my God, thank God.
Well, we are best friends.
It's a validation.
I really feel like that's like a given, but
No, I know, but it does feel like really like, and you want to know something else that's like funny is, and this is something our mutual friend said to me one time. We've actually known each other a long time.
Really long time.
5 years. Which
We
I
have
noticed
lore too, which is really funny.
I was
I would
wondering
love
if we
to
were
get
going to get
into,
into. We have lore that like the only other person that could share this lore with us is a very random person. Not random,
He's
like
not random.
she's not random. I don't mean that, but like Becca Moore lives in LA. I didn't mean it like, like she's that random. I mean like you would think like the other lore would be someone who we see.
Yeah, we had this one and done with Miss Becca Moore, and then she went off and did her whole thing,
But there was like a time, and it was literally 48 hours. But there were 48 hours where you, me, and Becca Moore trio for 48 hours.
We went through hell and back.
Well, actually, we also, of course,
We used to work at Total Frat Move.
if
I
you're
don't know
familiar,
if you guys remember
there was
that.
a Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it made them go broke.
I will not say any negative comments towards Total Frat Move because the last time I did, they got sad at me.
Did they really? They email you or what did they do?
They were just like, damn. And I was like, yeah, damn. But like, you have to be able to joke about it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did the actual people, like boss people, or like our friends?
Like our friends.
Oh, but they have to understand now.
I don't know.
This is actually something I feel, and not talking about either of the companies we work for. Like, we obviously bleed the companies we work for, but like, I do feel like employees should be less loyal to their companies because, and I'm talking to people who especially work in like finance.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, okay. I think you guys need to be less. I'm talking about like people who get abused by their companies.
Yes.
Because like for example, I'm at CVS. Okay, I'm at CVS.
You've been working there for a while?
No. Yeah, that's where I'm working. Viva CVS.
Is that the new agency?
Yeah,
it's always 3 letters.
Things are going well. So anyways, imagine you're at CVS and imagine, okay, here's the deal. CVS, huge company, they're taking a lot, and I'm not promoting shoplifting, but say I was, and say someone at CVS is like, hey, don't shoplift. I'd be like, girl, you're not getting paid enough for this.
And they have to be like, yes, I know, I understand. No, I'm with you on that.
And that's what I feel like because the people who were defending this company were fired from this company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And when you're fired from a company, like all bets are off.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
It's all over.
You don't have to be loyal.
Smashed.
Yeah.
Gone.
No, totally.
So
and we love where we work.
And we have loved both places. I'll speak for myself.
I love one of them. Yeah, I love them both.
We actually had the same trajectory, which is so funny.
I know. I'm probably
we literally did the same.
Which is funny because you're younger, but I'm literally always following Grace's footsteps. I'm like always right behind you, like, hey, Queen.
We worked at Total Frat Move. It was like 2020, 2021, and it was really funny because my friend obviously worked at Barstool at the time, and I was door dashing on foot and writing little blogs. But the funny part about both of us writing these blogs
How
was
did you make your rent?
by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
By the skin of my teeth. It was also a COVID deal.
Oh, that makes
So
a lot of
I was
sense.
like it was good. I think when I moved to New York, did you save up before you moved here?
I saved up.
Yeah.
I saved up a lot of money. Like every summer I waitressed all throughout college. And to be honest, it was really nice that I saved up a lot of money when I moved to New York because I always had money in case of emergency. But I also will say looking back, and this is something like looking back, I always think, and so I'm trying to keep this, I could have had more fun. Like I do think like, I wish I had more fun in college. I wish I wasn't so like thinking about money, saving money. I wish like I just had fun.
Yeah, but some people don't have the luxury of that,
True. But like every summer, like I did nothing but work. And like I wish like I never
That's
went on
also what
spring
a
break.
credit card's for.
So true.
It's like just like I'll worry
By the
about it
way,
later.
that's fake money.
Yeah, it's not real.
By the way,
Speaking of stealing.
no, I've always had a good credit score because I've always like been good with money. And then recently my credit score dropped significantly.
Really?
They were like, you didn't pay a bill. I have no idea what bill it is.
Oh God.
If anyone in the comments, if anyone knows how I can fix that, like I don't
Student
know
loan?
what bill it is. No, not to brag, but no,
Not to brag, but it's all gone.
I cannot figure out what it is. But
Oh, that's weird. But okay, so when did you move to New York?
I moved here in 2018. I like waitressed and I babysat, and like I wanted to be in musical theater. I still want to be if Broadway's watching, but like basically like finally I realized, I'm not making money. Reality TV stars get on Broadway. Also, like I do, and this is very entrepreneur of me. And like, there's like a Weezer lyric that's like, I want to be rich, but I feel bad. But like, I want to be rich, but also like I feel bad, and I will donate money when I'm really rich. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's gonna take some time.
I'm gonna have to buy
enjoy it first.
Like, I have to be a certain amount of rich. But yeah, no, I really wanted to be rich, and I was like, I don't see a path for me, because not that you can't be on Broadway and rich, but like no one wanted me on Broadway. So I was like, okay, I feel like I've always like, people were always like, Caroline, can you write my Instagram captions for me? And in some ways that is writing. And in some ways that's my first comedy job.
Wait, that. So yeah, you're basically, who was the girl who like fled away from everything? Who am I talking
Caroline
about?
Calloway.
And it's always a Caroline, isn't it?
Have you had her on the pod?
I think she's no longer in the limelight.
No, she's definitely not.
She took
she's like an urban
ghostwriting
legend.
once again.
Yeah, she's ghostwriting. Yeah, which is also what she got in trouble for. She was not writing her captions.
Yeah.
But also, like, imagine a time on the internet where you were so famous for your Instagram captions.
What a time to be alive.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, I think about this all the time. You know how people get stressed out about space?
Yeah, it's
I get
scary.
stressed out about this question. If you could go back in time and do one thing in your lifetime, so you can't go, we're not doing the Hitler thing. Like, it's in your lifetime, what would you go and what would you do?
Well, first of all, I want to say kill Hitler. I get it. I get what you're saying, but like maybe sit down with Hitler, like see where he's going. I'm just kidding. See, like, no, he's wrong. He's wrong. But sit down with Hitler, try to fix the problem. Like, not everything has to be violence. Like, if I could go back in time, I would talk to Hitler. I'd be like, man, what you're doing is wrong. Let's figure out why you have these violent tendencies.
Have you ever tried to talk to a 13-year-old girl and say, I don't think you understand where I'm coming from. Like, I want you to see it from my side.
And in some ways, Hitler is a 13-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he was PMSing so bad.
He's such a dumb bitch.
He was a dumb bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I would totally, of course, violently murder Hitler. And no, if I could
on my nightstand.
Yeah, wait, so you're talking about pre my timeline. Like, I can't go back and change anything about me.
Anything.
What's yours?
So it's like, there's these things where it's like, okay, what if I, like, before I go back in time, I research the iPhone, figure out how to make it, and then
so
go back.
Entrepreneur of you.
I am inevitable.
I am inevitable.
But like things like that, like, or like GameStop stock.
So you're thinking of like,
and like, you have to be like realistic with it. The way I'm thinking of the question is like, you can't go back and like do something political because you were probably 13.
it's also like not fun. Like, I know we're like, it's like not fun to like, this is a hypothetical.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not trying to save the world. It's never been a thought in my head. I would love some world peace going on, but like, what am I gonna do?
Shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, world
I am
peace type
inevitable.
shit. Yeah. No, I think like maybe I would seduce Jeff Bezos when he was poor. I might have been 14, but he's a billionaire, so he's probably into that.
He probably liked the island.
Yeah. I mean, all billionaires are low-key bad people. Like, I feel like
Bezos is probably bummed out that he wasn't like rich enough to go on the island at the time.
But you know what I will say though, and not to like give a billionaire a compliment, but he does have an age-appropriate wife, and for that I commend him.
And she's a badass because she kind of climbed that ladder, is what they say.
But also, one of the richest women in America is his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's ideal, actually.
Yeah, like a quick marriage, cut me the check.
And then go find your little
Yeah, go find your little baddie, space cadet.
His baddie that he has currently, that he just got married to, she was on a movie we were just watching.
Wait, that's like cool.
That's her name?
Lauren Sanchez. Yeah.
Lauren Sanchez.
I don't know much about her, and obviously all billionaires are bad people, but I do commend an age-appropriate relationship. It's just like something about that, like, just is like Major's healing.
Yes. You were just telling me that the twins from the real life twins that created Facebook,
the Winklevoss twins,
are singers.
So I 2 years ago at Stephen's Talk House saw the Winklevoss twins band Mars Junction, and it was one of the best concerts outside of Katy Perry I've ever been to.
Which leads us to the best segue of all time. So Caroline and her boyfriend Chris, who is also a comedian, and these two are doing a 2-man show. They came over the other night. It was amazing. They were literally just trying to tell us about the Katy Perry concert that they had witnessed, and it could have been a 2-man show.
The thing about it is, like, we came over, you are there with your lovely friends, you're playing cards, you're making bracelets, like,
very wholesome night for me. It was like if your aunt comes over and like, oh no, we're good, everything's good. Like your mom sends the aunt over and is like, make sure they're doing all right over there.
No, you guys.
I'm like, we're just making bracelets.
Yeah. You guys. Yeah, I guess you guys were like high off. No, I'm just kidding. But no, everything was good. Really chill vibes. I've met those two friends before. They're really, really lovely and sweetie pies, but they are like very chill. Like I've always thought that both of them are very chill and really sweet. And we come over with our loud ass mouth. We were so loud. Like I literally left, and I don't often like when I leave my friends think like, wow, that was really annoying of me. But I did text you and I was like, sorry for coming over and screaming about the Katy Perry concert for an hour.
I loved every single second of it.
I almost
it was
made
so
you airplay
hilarious.
the footage.
Yeah. Well, okay. So will you, by chance,
Yes.
maybe speak on this?
No, and here's the thing, it's become a
I think
bit.
this is a great outlet for you.
Thank you. So if you're thinking about going to the Katy Perry concert, and you're seeing the videos online and you're like, wow, that looks crazy. That's not even the beginning of it. That's not even the beginning of it. And I want to say I am a Katy cat. I wasn't going to hate. I am a Katy cat. I think, say what you want about Katy Perry. She has hits on hits on hits. Teenage Dream, almost a perfect album, if not a perfect album, like really fantastic. I don't appreciate, and this is my disclaimer, I don't appreciate any criticism on her singing. I think she has a really great voice.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people just like love to hate and pile on the hate. So we're like, me and my boyfriend are like, and by the way, I know that there's also like things about her that she's been canceled for working with certain people. We're just in this world that doesn't exist. I'm not acknowledging that. I'm not like going that deep. Okay, guys. Even though I know that that's serious.
Can I pause you right there? So you said you are a kitty cat.
I'm a Katy cat.
And Chris tried to come over and say that he's like, I like her.
No,
By
I think
the
he's
end
a
of the
kitty cat.
conversation, I realized he is Katy Perry's number one fan.
No,
He
we
knew
are
songs
kitty
I didn't
cats.
even know existed. Pause for amusement.
No, they're Katy cats. She has hits on hits on hits, and we're like, you know what? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to like go there and listen to some of like an album that we didn't want to hear, but we're also gonna hear Hot and Cold. We're also gonna hear California Girls. So, anyways, the show starts. By the way, I want to let you know that this is a 2.5 hour show.
Okay, is that long?
That's really long.
Okay.
That's like Eras tour long.
Okay, yeah.
That's a very long show.
That is long.
So, anyways, so first of all, we
It's
run
got a
into
catalog.
we run into a yeah, you'd think. So we get to the concert, we run into so many people we know. Like every single person we know said that they won the tickets on a radio show.
Which I think is just every person running into you and being like, I don't know why I'm here either. I won them. I don't know. I didn't buy these tickets.
Radio show? Like, what do you mean?
You're like, who listens to the fucking radio?
Who's calling in on a radio show to win tickets to Katy Perry? Like, that's so
Like,
crazy.
nobody in New York City listens to the radio because
Did the
nobody
radio
has
call
a
you?
car.
Did the radio call you?
You're like, hey, listen, you won. It's not junk.
No, it's so crazy. Anyways, so we get there, the show starts. It's like got a theme. It is giving one woman show. It is. And it's what I actually thought was really cool. And I thought that was kind of exciting and fun for a concert. So basically like she puts on these Oculus, it's game themed. The like theme of the game is that like, oh, it's this dystopian Earth. All the butterflies are gone. And in this world, the butterflies are like power sources. And you know in the Bee Movie when they take away all the bees and like the world is like gray, that is what it's like when we take away all the butterflies.
Oh, so she's ripping off the Bee Movie. Plus, I knew the butterfly had to play when she was up in space.
Was there a butterfly in space?
Oh my God. It
Am
was
I
the
dumb?
biggest teaser for the goddamn tour.
Oh yes, you're right.
She is a mastermind. She's Taylor Swift.
She's Taylor Swift. And so anyways, she starts the show, looks insane. Amazing insane. That's what I mean. Like her body's tea. And so the game, it's this on the screen. We're watching this like whole intro like in a video game. She's giving us the plot. There's all these like fake newscasts of like the world is messed up. Like love isn't there anymore. The environment is like going downhill, global warming. I'm thinking, okay, Katy, incredible. This message, and so she's in a video game, she has to play the video game to like save the world. This would be a really cool message if this 5-minute sequence wasn't clearly made by AI. Clearly made by AI. And I'm not talking like good AI. I'm talking bad AI. And also like I'm a theater person. I've seen AI on Broadway. And which is like total like what do you mean AI? And I watched and these sequence, there's 5 levels in the video game. These sequence keep coming back and they're a couple minutes long. So I want you to know, I watched like 35 minutes of AI at Madison Square Garden. By the way, she AI'd herself and it was crazy. So anyways, the video game starts. She comes out in this like thing, like a tank, like it's the beginning of the video game. She sings a song I've never heard in my life.
To start off the show.
Yeah, I've never heard a song in my life. And then she sings some of her songs. Here's the deal. She's chopping through all her hits.
Yeah.
We get to California Girls. I'm kind of thinking like, oh, like the audience seems good, whatever. She gets to California Girls. The place erupts. I was like, oh, this is the energy. Like, this is crazy. The place is crazy. Like, people just didn't know those songs.
And you also said that it was a very young audience too, right?
Oh, they were children.
The children are there.
The children were there.
Yeah.
So the show starts. Okay, incredible. She gets to Hot and Cold. People are like literally losing their minds. She's a rock star. She does that thing that pop stars do, which I totally love. And I totally believe she can play the guitar really well. But something I love is when pop stars bring out the guitar and they hit like one chord and then like they run around. Like, have you seen Sabrina Carpenter play the guitar with her long nails?
No, and I never even know she tried.
I do believe that they can play guitar. I'm not saying that they don't have that ability, but it's like while they're like doing all their like, it's like Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne would bring out the guitar and just like go like
that's
this.
my favorite Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Lil Wayne with a guitar. It's like in a video game when you can like customize your character and they have a guitar and they never play it. Yeah, she's got the guitar while she's flying above everything. So the concert starts, Hot and Cold. She gets to one of the levels. Oh, she sings Woman's World. I'm the only person who knows the words.
Yeah, which is crazy because I started singing it when you were telling this story the other night and
No
my
one
other
knew it.
friends didn't know it. I'm
No.
like, it's a woman's world.
Like lucky to anyways
And they're like, no,
there are people
never
in the
heard of it.
pit who don't know it. And I'm like, what the hell? And then at this point I start to smell something weird and I start to say, who is farting? And I'm like unapologetic at this point. I probably because I'm like having fun, I'm giggling, I'm dead sober. But I start saying like, who is farting? Who the fuck is farting? Like I'm like going around and my boyfriend taps me and he goes, it's just the people in front of us. They just smell bad.
Oh.
And I was like, no, because then we're like stuck with this.
It was the Bushwick gays.
It was. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, and I think it's because they're just always dancing and that's why like their bodies are like so good.
Yeah, they just don't wear deodorant.
And like, I guess like that's good. Aluminum. Hey, I'll die early and have aluminum in my body.
That's
fine.
literally fine by me.
Totally fine by me. So then we get to the Teenage Dream level. She's speeding through her songs as fast as she possibly can. She sings Teenage Dream on 5x speed. It was literally TikTok sped up version. She, and by the way, every song, she's doing a physical feat. She's doing a backbend. She's doing the splits. Like, she's an athlete. And by the way, like, no one's asking. Like, that's the thing is, like, no one needed you to do all that.
Dude, she did so much. She wanted to be Pink, Fergie at the Today Show.
Yes.
Whoa.
And she was doing all of that. It was crazy.
That's really wild. And then my favorite part, I think my favorite clip that you pulled, and if we can use your footage, I would adore that. Is this one where she just runs.
Yeah.
She just is running.
She's literally running. And then you also have to put in the clip of her doing 100 backflips into an upside down split.
Oh, yes. Where she
she
just stays there.
And someone DM'd me like, imagine she just pisses her pants and like just pees on everyone. No, she's amazing. She's such a performer. She's absolutely insane. And like no one was asking for it. And that's why I think it was so overwhelming. Because it was like, just sing Last Friday Night, which by the way, she only sang one chorus of.
Oh my God. Yeah, she sped through the classics, right?
Yeah, and then she comes out with a Darth Maul Sith Lord lightsaber. She fighting
off the most disturbingly made worms.
No, the worm from Dune, which by the way, she cut some of
slinky.
She cut some of her costs because that thing actually costs $3. And then, and by the way, she ends that song in a backbend split, if you can believe it.
Well, everything's adding up to yes.
Yeah. And then she does something so. Oh, by the way, she does a lot of crowd work.
Oh yeah,
Matt Rife level of crowd work.
Yeah.
At one point, she loses the concert to someone who like takes the microphone. That's how much crowd work she's doing.
Yeah. Can you explain that part?
So she brings people up on stage. She's like, I want to bring some people up on stage to help me with a song. She brings up the people in the nosebleeds, which
I always, as like growing up, going to concerts, I'm like, why don't they ever look to the people in nosebleeds? Because it takes fucking forever for you to get down.
No, it was long.
And they really waited.
No, they really waited.
That's so crazy.
They really. It was
and in
a
the
long
meantime,
wait.
she had more time to do crowd work.
She had more time to do crowd work,
which is really her true passion. She's like John Mayer in that sense.
You know, they dated.
Oh my God, it makes so much sense.
They dated, and maybe they'll get back together now that she's single again.
Dude, these comedians think they can do music. Musicians think they can do comedy.
Stop talking about me.
But no, you do them intertwined.
No.
Intertwined is one different thing.
Imagine your best friend invites you to her podcast just to talk about about you.
I've always said that I think it's the coolest thing in the world, and I wish I could do it.
You're so sweet. No,
I mean, like if
no, I know what you mean.
like a musician like John Mayer, who just truly is a musician, being like, yeah, I do stand up.
And here's what I have to say to John
Which
Mayer.
I don't know if you guys know, he like
does stand up. What I have to say to John Mayer, and I know he's listening. He's a huge fan of mine.
Oh my god, and he's a disgraceful head.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's on LinkedIn. I always talking about my posts. Yeah.
No, I did see him share that one clip.
Mm-hmm.
But what I have to say to John Mayer, who's like definitely listening right now, is like, you are actually so talented, and like you don't have to do stand up. And I don't know who, like, that is for the entrepreneur. That's for like us. Like those are like, that's for like the people who like don't own property yet.
Yeah.
Like you're totally fine, babe. Like
you're quite all right.
Honestly, you're like so good at this. Like you don't even have to like sing or play guitar anymore. Like you could just pick one.
Have a dinner party and stand the whole time.
No, like, and this is what I have to say. Like, yeah, you literally don't have to. Like, if I was his level of success and talent, like you're good, babe. Like you could be dating 18, and I think that might have been something. But like you literally, like, you don't have to do that. You're so talented, so famous. Like,
yeah,
you should be like doing streams, watching Instagram reels.
Yeah, come on, enjoy yourself.
You should be
work
at, like,
so hard.
You should be at a restaurant not tipping. Like that's the kind of behavior. That's like the level you're at.
I don't suggest that for anyone, rich or poor.
I want to say something about Grace, amazing tipper and most generous person I know.
Thank you kindly.
And she didn't even create the iPhone.
I didn't.
So it's not like she has like crazy money, but she's the most generous person I know. But anyways, she does a bunch of backflips. Crazy. At one point, like, so she has to like fight this like motherboard that's part of the plot. And after all of this, she just pulls out a gun and shoots it. It was awesome. That's was the kicker. Awesome. And then the butterflies are released. She rides around on a butterfly. Her hoo-ha is out. She's looking fantastic. She's stunning, gorgeous. Like,
shoots it with a gun. After already using a lightsaber to fight off
I guess there are lightsabers and guns in Star Wars, but and there's a worm in Dune. So like she kind of like, it was such a good concert. Like I really cannot, if you go, like just DM me, like I will FaceTime you.
So I felt like I was at this concert because Caroline
that's so much footage.
Has really been going off on her close friends, and I wish she could post the things that she's posting on her close friends to real Instagram because it's laugh out loud hilarious.
I'm scared. And like, here's the thing, and you're always telling me this, and I really appreciate this. Grace has told me, don't worry about your digital footprint.
You can't. We're in too deep.
And I also
like,
think
we're in too deep. I could like you can find something to me. I'll happily explain it to you. it's that easy.
You were like, yeah, I was racist back then, and now I'm not.
I grew up in Boston, trying to fix it.
I grew up in Texas, like, girl, I know. It's yeah, but so yeah, no, I actually think you're right, and I also think everyone kind of has a digital footprint now, and like, I think we're getting to the point. And if you're like someone who likes to cancel people, like that's something you do in your spare time, I would say like maybe be more selective with the people you cancel, because we're canceling so many people that like now it's becoming too normal.
Yeah, I also, have you seen these TikToks that people are saying that everyone's so worried about getting canceled that everyone's just conforming to being very boring?
I agree, yeah.
And I think it's very boring.
Yeah, because all my close friends you see I pop off. And I'm also educating myself on my close friends. Yesterday.
Are they dropping like flies?
Wait,
are you dropping them like flies?
I have dropped people because they've been talking about. I don't post anything crazy. I really don't.
I love that this is like a new thing for you.
No, it's new. I just made my close friend. I know close friends has been a thing. I just made it 3 weeks ago. One of my close friends, I posted a wig. It was not an afro. It was a curly haired wig. But I'm doing Hunger Games, the one-woman musical, and I wrote a song for Cinna. Now I will not be doing blackface. Just want to say that.
And I didn't think she would.
No, because the paint's it's too messy. Like the makeup's too messy.
Yeah.
And the song's in the middle of the musical. Like it would take too long to wash off. Like it is
a one-woman show.
It's a logistical thing. So
I don't even know what this means.
Yeah, so I'm doing a one-woman show of like the Cher show. She did like one woman of West Side Story. She's my muse. So I wrote Hunger Games, a musical, and I'm going to do a one-woman show. But I obviously
get that.
I need to.
But I don't know Hunger Games in the sense of like the characters.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz plays a designer.
Okay.
Who, like, I personally believe he plays him gay. But apparently on Reddit last night, because then I got scared that I was like, not being politically correct. And I want you to know I'm woke. I have a musical theater degree.
Absolutely.
And so I went on Reddit and I searched like,
which is so woke.
Yeah. I said, is Cinna gay? Because like, I thought he was playing
Did you
gay.
start like a thread?
No, there was already a thread.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, got
And
it. Okay. I'm looking at a visual. It's clicking.
He kind of looks like he kind of is playing it like the makeup and stuff is giving Prince.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went on Reddit and everyone was saying Cinna's sexuality is never spoken about and it's homophobic if you believe he's gay. Now the lyrics to the song I wrote for Cinna, because for some reason I thought he was gay, are I'm gay, I'm a homosexual. In your district, you were starving, that ain't great. But with me, babe, you ate. Those are literally the lyrics I wrote for him, which is poetry. And then I
love this interpretation.
and then I started to get worried. I was like, oh my God, like not only am I racist, I'm homophobic. And I just started to get really stressed out. And so I put on my story, I said, here's the wig I want to buy for Cinna. It's not an afro, it's just dark hair that's a little curly. Other ethnicities, okay, I'm bombing this bit. Other ethnicities.
I could be a Jewish wig.
No, that's what I said. So I said, can someone please tell me if this is racist? Your dear friend Nora, your sister,
Yes.
she said she didn't think it was racist, but she's also from Boston.
I don't think we have to stick to this is your interpretation.
Oh, so you're saying
like,
he can be recast, but is that whitewashing like history?
Well, you are a white woman doing a white woman one show.
It's like reverse Hamilton. It's reverse Hamilton. It's reverse Hamilton.
Yeah, I think maybe like a mustache will suffice.
I don't think he has a mustache.
Just to show that you're a guy now. I don't know.
But like here's the deal, is Cinna's gender ever spoken about? Like I'm like to the point where I'm like I know nothing about this character anymore. And like my thing about it is like
it's just a spin-off for Cinna.
The Tracker Jacker also gets a song. People were asking. The Tracker Jacker does get a song. No one was asking. This is a live stream. The Tracker Jacker gets a song. Reverse Hamilton. So my next musical will be like a Rosa Parks all white cast. Obviously.
Okay, so the musical.
Yes, it's just a YouTube.
Is
thing.
what?
It's just like a YouTube thing I'm doing. But
wait, you're not gonna perform it?
Maybe I will. Like, I just didn't know if people would come. You know.
Oh my God, guys, the people are coming.
Okay, if the YouTube video does good, I'll make it a full one woman musical.
I love that. Okay, so you just got off your tour.
I did.
And Caroline has this phenomenal show that she does. If you would like to describe it yourself, I think that would be better. But I've seen it quite a few times, and it is like one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
It's gotten way better since you've seen it. I do have to tell you that.
Oh yeah, you've added like so many great parts that I want to see.
It's way better now. So that's Grace telling you before it got better. So I have like a one-woman musical about being homeschooled and living in Texas and growing up like really religious,
which is all true to you.
It's all very true. We do communion,
you get sick of
but
talking about it.
No.
Okay. I feel like people just kind of. I notice I've done it before to you, and I don't mean to, but it is just such a fascinating fun fact. And I feel like whenever you're talking to someone, or like you don't know something, people will be like, "Oh, Caroline was homeschooled."
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
You know what's funny though is like, and maybe it's because our individualities make us unique.
Yeah.
But like my siblings like don't talk about it at all. Like they're like almost like keep it a secret. And I'm kind of like I kind of think the things that happen to us that are weird, and I think I used to feel like, oh, I want to fit in, but things that happen to you when you're young really stick with you, and really like on the outside you might appear just like everyone else, but if something happened to you when you're young, like you kind of like it's so imprinted that I do feel like, which is so crazy because I think if you look at me like you're like, oh, she is every other New York bitch. And also the way I post online is pretty insane. So you're like, wow, she must be like,
she definitely went to public school.
Yeah, like this bitch is crazy. Homophobic and racist. That's public school for you.
As Boston.
No, but I really do feel like even like with my friends, I still like have this weird feeling where it's like, oh, I'm like different. Like I don't fit in. Like they're so crazy, even though I'm crazy. Because I think the things that happen to you really imprint on you. So I actually like feel like it's such a core part of who I am. And I don't really get tired of talking about it, but I think it's because I am a creative person, and the things about us that are unique make us like
100%. It makes you stand out in any conversation that's ever had.
And I feel like you have those things too. And like I feel like so much your family and the way it's, you know what I mean? I just think it's almost something that like is a well that keeps going. And sometimes the more you talk about it, the more you remember something that happened where you're like, what?
Yeah. And then you write it down and you have a hilarious joke.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like you shouldn't hide who you are, because it makes you authentic, and it like adds to your
Well, that goes back to the
flair.
conversation we were about to have before I probably went into my dumb Hunger Games bit, but where people are so scared about not being canceled, so they're like afraid to be authentic. And I feel like we have some creators who like are so authentic, but they're almost like uncancelable at a certain point.
Which is ideal.
I mean, that's what we're trying to get.
I'm trying to get like the Paul brothers, bro.
Or like Trisha Paytas, who like I am a fan of. Like, but I think like she's beyond the conversation of
Yeah, she could do no wrong.
yeah, she can do whatever she wants. So like, and not even that she does anything like crazy anymore, but I do think like yeah, it's like hard to be authentic online. I just think you get online and you expect the worst from everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even if you're talking to a friend and they start shit talking someone, if your point of view when they're shit talking someone is, oh, they want to talk bad about someone because they're insecure rather than maybe this person hurt their feelings and this is the way they're working out there. You know what I mean? Like everyone just thinks the worst of everyone online, but like maybe we could come from it like if they're doing something wrong, just say like, hey girl, like sexuality was never talked about in the show. Like,
yeah. I mean, this could be a simple conversation. Your career doesn't have to die over it.
2 questions. Have you found your favorite creators are becoming more whatever? And have you felt the pressure to become more whatever?
I'll answer the second question easier. I have no idea what I'm doing with my social right now. No clue. Not a fucking clue.
I think that's like
I'm a falapadapin.
No, I kind of think that's the magic of you, though. I think like you're a very vulnerable person, which is strength. A lot of people can't do that. It's emotional intelligence and strength. And I think that people like that. Like, I think your charm is that like people feel like you're your friend because you are a good person and a good friend.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. Back to you.
No.
Once a week, you have a viral video.
I mean,
once a week.
But then like I go on like really sad like hiatuses of not.
Yeah,
but thank you,
I've never seen anyone in my whole life, and this is turning into a dick sucking contest, but
it is. But I love sucking Grace's freaking dick.
I've never seen someone work so hard.
That's
Caroline
really nice.
works so hard every single day. She's always pumping out content. Her and her boyfriend Chris Barnes, I gotta give first and last.
He's amazing.
You guys just like get right after it, and you're doing it flawlessly.
I have to say, I like owe so much of like some of my stuff to Chris because he helps me with videos, and like it's like so nice to like we've never ever ran out of things to talk about, which I think is rare for anyone.
So rare.
And I think like it really helps with my creativity because I'm always like talking to like the funniest person I know, and he's like so supportive, and so I think that that's helpful in making videos. It's really nice to say that I work hard because I feel like that's my. Like, I think, like, there's workaholics in my family, and I always feel like I'm not working hard enough because of that.
No, you have, like, you're so, like, multi-talented, and you have your hand in so many different things, and you're just constantly getting after it. And it's
really sweet.
I admire it, and now I'm done.
And I really am not trying to make this a dick sucking contest, and I don't think it is. I just feel like, and this
girls
is,
drunk at a sleepover.
No, literally, but full drinking, and I'm literally like the most healthiest I've ever been. I also brought Grace fiery ginger shots. I've never taken them, but something about Grace is she never shows up somewhere empty-handed, and I went to the store and I was like, "What reminds me of Grace? A fiery ginger shot."
Should I take it?
You should.
I have really bad acid reflux right now.
Oh,
so
maybe we
it's
should
just
wait.
Maybe
we should wait.
No, it's okay.
Is it ginger would help?
Did you open it?
This is such a big shot. Do you want me to open it?
Oh, you have one too. Perfect.
Okay, I have one too.
Cheers.
And it's like warm.
This is Katy Perry neon.
Why is it warm?
Shit, warm, Mom.
It's a pickle juice aftertaste.
Caroline, what the fuck? Do you hate me?
I have tears in my eyes. What if I didn't get myself one and it just made you do it?
2 people who can never shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, I really don't like that.
Just shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes.
I really don't like that.
Caroline, I'm going to repeat the question. Do you hate me?
No, I know. That was really not cool of me.
That was so fucked up. Don't ever do that
but
to anyone ever again. But it's like about your health. And
also, this is the first time I've finished a shot
well, I
and you
haven't.
This is the first time I've finished a shot and you haven't.
Deadass.
No, that's like actually so true. Wait, I have a...
Yeah, you can beat me on health shots any day of the week.
No, I really don't like those. I really did not like that. I just want to say like, that's gross. But this is not a dick sucking competition. I actually want to hear your genuine thoughts on how you got here, because I feel like you're someone who cheers on people really easily. Like you are always cheering on people, even people you don't know that well who like see success. You're not, I don't want to say you're not jealous of them because that's like speaking for you, but like you always are cheering people on, always saying things were really good. You're not a hater in your bones. And I'm wondering, maybe that's why like so many amazing things happen because you have like such a light and like that's good karma. But how, and I'm not saying like this to even compliment you, I'm asking you how you do it and what's your thought process behind it? Like, why are you cheering people on?
Like, it's the coolest thing you can do is like to support someone that you know, even if you like barely know them. It's just like My whole thing with it is I'm like so happy for everyone like when they have their successes, and it's because you would want them in your corner if you were doing well.
Yeah.
And then I kind of run into the problem of like sometimes, you know, like when they get like a deadline article and like you repost it and you're like, oh, congrats. I don't want to ever seem like I'm like being clout chasey or anything. It's just
so
like
much
genuinely
clout
like
that it's not clout chasey.
yeah, like I'm just like I don't know. I'm just like very happy for people when they do well and they get what they deserve, kind of thing. And I've also, I think a big champion of that is like just seeing other people like Nikki Glaser.
Yeah, she's such a babe.
She's so big. She's so huge. She's so
nice.
amazing. She's so talented, and yet she's consistently hyping up people around her.
And you want to know what? Like,
especially and you.
She hypes me up a lot.
Hypes you up.
And the thing about it is like, I mean, she's like the biggest star like right now and like so well deserved, like literally so talented. I've been such a fan for so long. But it is interesting because like she hypes up people outside of her circle, not in her class, like, which is I think part of the hardest things. Like I love Grace Ryder and Julia de Cesare, which I think is how you say their names. De Cesare. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I've never asked her, but I love Julia and I love Grace. I think they're
so
two
good.
of the most talented people.
They're awesome.
And they're actually so young, like young enough they could like date a billionaire. And it's easy to cheer them on because they're so talented and so sweet.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, God, like like, man, like I wish I was where they were, especially at their age.
Yeah, but I know.
It's hard not to get jealous.
It is. I recently read Chelsea Handler's most recent book, and then I was like, oh, I want to read her first book to see what it was like for her when she was starting out and see if she talks about any of that stuff. And before I even started to read it, I looked up how old she was when it was published, because I was like, God forbid, I'm already behind the ball for Chelsea Handler's first
we're
book.
in a different world.
As if it even fucking matters. She's
doesn't
Chelsea
matter.
fucking Handler.
I mean, Amanda Knox was famous
30,
by
though.
20, you know what I mean? Like, I also think like you can't help but fall into that trap of girl on girl violence. I do think there's enough room for all of us at the top, and like a huge champion for that is Hannah Berner. Like Hannah Berner is just also like a really great, amazing girl that like cheers everyone on.
And you go on her tour.
Yeah, the clip of you guys talking about me opening for both of you, like divorced parents.
Divorced parents is very funny.
It's really funny.
I'm dad's house. She's mom's house.
She is so mom's house. You are so dad's house. But yeah, no. Me and Hannah go on tour. When we're together, we're talking, and then we go to the hotel room and we both sleep and we don't go. I've never been to a bar with her.
Really?
We've never gone to a bar.
Well, yeah, it's
We've
not
gone to
her
dinner.
vibe. I've also like called her before and asked her if she drinks before I even knew her.
No,
that was really weird of me. I just called.
That's funny.
She gave me her number on the side of the street one time, and I was like talking, and then she came up, and someone was like, "Does Hannah Berner drink?" I was like, "Oh, call her." And it was like 3 in the morning.
Drunk?
Oh, it was Hammer. I was like, "Hannah, do you drink?" And she's like, "I thought you were arrested. This is the first time we've ever talked on the phone." What the hell?
Which is also so her. Like, are you okay? Are you in trouble?
Yeah, like, you okay?
No, like, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. The world wants to keep us down. I fear I am a little bit more of a hater in my core, and I really don't want to be.
Gossiping is very fun, and you're very good at it.
I'm pro gossip.
I think gossiping is a good way. It's a good outlet, especially.
Ethically.
But you have to trust the people you're gossiping with. I've told you many a things where I and that's why we are such great friends, is because if you will, is because I don't second guess whether you're gonna go and run and tell someone.
No, agreed. And I also think I think there's ethical gossiping, and that's where like I'm pro gossip. If you look up the word gossip, here's my little spiel. If you look up the word gossip, it's sacred words between a mother and a godmother to keep them safe. So for example, if you find out there's a sexual predator in a close friend circle in the comedy community, me telling you that is gossip is keeping you safe.
I love that.
So you know what I mean?
That's great gaslighting.
It's me trying to like justify my actions. But I think like misogyny has made women feel bad about gossiping when all gossiping is keeping each other safe.
Yeah.
So
and I think it also it like clears the chest. Like, you know, like God forbid if you don't gossip, then you built it out, and then you're just like an angry person.
You also should be able to tell your point of view, like,
Yeah.
but you should be able to tell it in a way where you're heard, and even if you say something a little extreme, the person you're telling understands that like this is you working out your emotions, venting, if you will. I don't think like you should like post on maybe on your close friends, but not on your Instagram story like shit. I don't think you should do that. I don't think it should be like, I'm trying to tear this person down. But I do think that gossiping's good.
Gossiping is good because then you don't turn into those troll people that are just like trying to ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
Which you kind of had a stint with. You want to talk about it?
But bitch, you told me not to talk about it.
I know. Okay.
But should I
don't know.
What if you guys don't clip it?
We won't clip it.
Wait, okay. And I do also want to say that this was not top of mind when you said that. I had no idea. It took me a while.
Yeah.
To think of who it was. So in my like mid-ish, okay, so years ago, I lived with a friend and it was not a great living situation. I think both of us were like unwell. Both of us
You're
were
the
like
perfect place, honey.
yeah, I like had been living in the city a little bit longer, so like I feel like
your shit didn't stink and you knew everything.
Literally. No, I lived with someone and like it was hard because like this person like didn't pay for any of the furniture in the apartment, which I think like when you live with a roommate, like you know that kind of is annoying. But also to be fair, I wasn't a confrontational person now. I think being online and doing comedy has made me way more confrontational.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm just kind of like whatever. So I didn't ask, to be fair. So like I can't really hold that against them, but it did make me like annoyed that like there was never a question. And like also like I was, you know, you can say what you want. I'm sure there's two sides of every story, but like I couldn't have been that bad of a friend and roommate when I like let this person borrow money.
Yeah.
This person like would eat my food and lie about it. And I was like, you know what?
It's the lying.
Yeah. But like they came clean eventually. And I was like, you know what? I understand. Like you're going through some things. So like I wasn't perfect, but also like I wasn't that bad if I was doing that. And there was like some back and forth where like, for example, there was one time this person left their tampon on the floor. And I was like, yeah, like, hey, girl, you can't do that. And then they would come back with like, well, you didn't buy toilet paper. And it's like, okay.
Excuse me?
There was
Am I right, fellas?
There was like issues with like not doing. You like vomit?
It's like the shot.
Are you really gonna vomit?
No.
Your body's like fighting the fiery ginger. Me pouring my heart out, Grace vomits.
She poisoned me.
Now, what if I had poisoned you?
And now there's a new slot to take the show.
Oh no, I guess I had to take over the podcast and do all of Grace's shows this weekend in Canada. Oops.
Oh shit.
Okay, so basically this roommate situation, I don't need to go into the dirty details.
Yeah, and they are dirty.
Yes. But here's the deal. I've actually told this story on many a podcast because it is a funny story. But it's funny because this person heard me on a podcast where I must have not gotten to like the big kicker punchline of the story, which is there was a couch that I bought and this person sat on the couch so often. They slept on the couch. They sat on the couch over 24 hours on the couch at times where there was an indent of their bottom when they left.
And I will say, I have been the indenter.
I actually found out recently that I was indenting a part of my couch, but all you have to do is like move to another seat.
But I don't know. Sometimes as roommates, and this is me just trying to
totally.
I'm just
you should play
best.
devil's advocate because I don't want to like go too hard on this person. Like my life is totally
everything's
great.
Everything's good. I'm just mad at her for trying to get at you.
So okay, she heard that part of the story and she like went to cancel on me online. But the rest of that story is she was always on this couch 24/7. One time I came home and she was masturbating on the couch.
And that's like we could probably hear some footsteps. We could probably
it was like a 4th floor walk up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And you know I'm like on the phone 24/7 sending a voice memo. How many times have you received 100 voice memos from me? Like
I accidentally told Caroline that I don't like voice memos, and she was like, "Oh, so you just hate me?"
No, I don't text. I'm like, no, I'll be like,
and I've learned to love them from you.
By the way,
specifically.
I should have caught up to that because every time I send you a 3-minute voice memo, you respond with a text message.
Yeah.
So I should. I just
because I'm always with Nora.
You
and
love to
I
read.
get awkward. I love to read. I just get awkward on the phone or recording myself in front of people.
Well, I also haven't reached your level of
do
fame where people have been like, I heard, you know what I mean? Like some of you guys be crazy towards Grace.
One time I was gossiping at dinner and some girl leaned over. She goes, "I get it," and then she went back to eating her dinner, and I was like, "No," and I was literally like, And that is why I'm schizophrenic in public. I was like with like a new friend.
That's why you never go to Ruby's Cafe.
Yeah.
All the girls are there. And I love you all, but you're all there.
They're all there.
And by the way, like I'd love to.
They're all getting scouted there.
No, that's where all the scouting agencies are.
So
that's
beautiful.
where Unwell Scouts. But I no, like literally, like I'm sorry, like there's no world where you're in the right for masturbating on a couch that you didn't buy. And like hey girl, I'm only saying this because you brought it up. So I like said like, hey girl, you can't masturbate on the couch. No, I said actually
verbatim.
No. I said, are you masturbating on the couch? LOL. And she was like, haha, like. No, I was just charging it. There's no charger in sight. It's not on a towel. I don't believe if you're not washing dishes that you're washing your vibrator.
No.
Also, like, why is it on the couch then? Like, anyways.
Crusty.
So I go to the bathroom, our tiny little bathroom, and I take a beat and I say, my friend Jess is like sexually positive. She's amazing. I said, what would Jess do? Because like, am I being like a slut shamer? Like, what am I doing? And then I was like, Jess would be like, this is crazy. So I went back out and I was like, hey, I think it's like really disrespectful. And then she hit me with, so when you said LOL earlier, you were being condescending. And I said, yeah.
Yes.
This person made a TikTok like trying to like cancel me. And like roll the tapes on the masturbating on the couch.
Yeah.
I have a new couch now, obviously.
What did you do with the other one?
No, yeah. No, actually, I think I kept it for another year, despite the stains. I'm speaking of one in particular. I did keep it for like another year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, couches are expensive.
And also like distorted memory. Like you don't like me, so you're going to remember the part where I talked about you on a podcast, not the part where like there was a tampon on the floor and you masturbated on my couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also like the good times, you know. People forget about the good times.
People forget about
Can
all
we
the laughs.
try to remember the good times?
But also like this person also like blocked me on Instagram while we lived together. It's like, girl, you can't block
That's
me.
literally
I'm in
fucking
the kitchen.
insane. You can't do that.
And then I said to her, I was like, hey, I noticed I'm not following you on Instagram. Like, I don't know if that was a mistake. Like, I'm really sorry. And she was like, oh, that's so weird. And I'm like, girl, I'm in the kitchen. You can't block me on Instagram.
You can't. Oh my God, you can't block someone you're living with. That's fucking insane.
No, you have to wait. And then, okay, now I'm venting, and then like she moved, she didn't have Wi-Fi in her apartment. So after all of this, I let her come back to the apartment and work there.
And use Instagram for which you're blocked?
Yeah. And then she got a sub letter without telling me. This girl shows up on my doorstep. I've never met this girl, but
You just sound like Joey Camosta.
by the way, Joey Camosta can't understand a word he's saying.
No.
And babe, I love you. I'm laughing.
I'm laughing, but I gotta play catch up.
Wait, I need subtitles. I need subtitles.
Dude, do you think I could get him here in 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I try?
Say like, yeah. Be like, Joey, can you get here in 20? Longest pod ever, by the way.
Still sleeping. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
12 o'clock, you only need to wait?
He wakes up at like 4:30. Then I need to sleep.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not.
Even his voicemail's gay.
I do have the gay GPS.
What's that mean?
There's a voice on the GPS that's gay, and it makes me feel more comfortable when they're giving me directions.
Okay, so there's these new voices on the GPS.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Oh, I
enunciates.
I haven't heard her because I don't want to hear from a woman. I'm like, girl, I know you aren't good at directions. You bitch.
Girl, we're both lost.
I was like, a female GPS, we're never going to make it there on time.
You're lucky I'm even driving.
You're going to get me in a car crash. I need a man.
That's good. That's good.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's honest.
I mean.
And where do we go from here?